Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of FTB Skies. I know it's been a little bit, there's a few reasons why. Well, my last recording kind of got messed up quite a bit. And I tried to fix it, not happening. Same thing with my Livecraft series, was something that changed in my settings, but hey, I'm back. But I have been a little busy, and on the last episode that messed up, well, we did a few things. And we're going to kind of do a recap, but yeah, we got a few things. I decided to actually start dividing things out into sections. I'm getting tired of being kind of cramped up on this little island, so we went ahead and made quite a few of these. Actually, I only made one of these originally. And this one, if you notice, there is a lot of mana glass. Well, the great thing about mana glass, it produces its own light. And the reason we're doing that, well, this is going to be a mob farm. And mob farms, well, they can't really have a lot of light in them. So, come on, let me up. And that's what we're going to work on today. So, I got 4 of these set up. I did cover I covered up over the area with the create stuff that is going. And hopefully by the end of the episode, we'll also get a few other things up, like all the storage for the stones and everything. I've been having sit on here for like ever, it seems, and we need to get rid of them. And slowly, these things have been kind of going around and making more and more. The fairies have been blessing me with amethyst. Not very fast, actually quite slow. This is several days in, like, maybe, well, probably about like 9 hours IRL. But yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff to do today, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the mob farm, but I want to make a few things, a few drawers, and a storage system over here before we get started. And this is kind of where this chest right here, this rogue chest just randomly sitting here, it has a few of the mob drops that we're going to run across. Now, I'm going to have to figure out how to sort all this stuff, because we're going to get a lot of things from Apotheosis, and that's going to be good. We need a lot of things from Apotheosis. And I'm thinking one of these corners is going to be for hostile mobs. One's going to be for maybe spawn wither or something. Passive mobs, and yeah, I don't know. But first things first, we're going to work on how are we going to take care of the mobs. And I was looking in it, and I think pedestals might actually be kind of a cool little way of doing it. We might have to wait on it, though, because they do have a upgrade in here, attacker upgrade. Now, the thing about this is, whatever weapon you use on there, it's going to basically simulate it. So it's going to basically mean if I have looting 8 on there, because looting goes really high up in Apotheosis. Hey, I guessed right first time. So that's going to actually add quite a bit. But I think for first things we're going to start off with is going to be a mob grinder, I believe that's what it's called. Mob masher. And this is what we're going to start with. We're going to also need some cursed earth. Cursed GM feed, which is going to be a little hard. We need seeds, spider eyes, rotten flesh, gunpowder, normal stuff. Except for the raw experience. That, I think I have a way of getting it. We have an XP tank. I believe that's in the pack. Or drain, I think it's actually called. And it's going to take 2 Eyes of Ender, a Singularity tank, which is pretty easy. We already got that. But yeah, and I think we can get this made. We have 2 Eyes of Enders left. And there we go. And all I'm going to have to do is hopefully just stand on here and hope for oh, nope. Close. Let me get a little bit more XP kind of brought up. Actually, I think I should be able to do this. So let me be back in a minute, and I'll get a little bit more XP from all these furnaces. No, I completely forgot about this experience obelisk. And I don't know if we can actually just pull buckets straight out of it. If we can. No. Alright. It was worth a shot, but yeah, that had an XP. Oh, let's go there, and that's good. Now we're just going to need a few more buckets, and we should be good to go. So we got everything but the spider eye. I don't know if I have one laying around. Spiders are one of those things that I have not had to fight very much of. I have everything else but a spider eye. Well, this is one way to get a lot of mob spawns. Ow, ow, ow. I just need a spider. There we go. We got 6 of them. Now we don't need to do this anymore. Goodbye, everybody. Son of a biscuit eater, where'd that come from? Okay. I have no clue where that creeper went. I think it hissed when it went by. Alright, last thing, spider eye. Now we just need chicken. I don't know how many eggs we got. We got a few. Out of 16, we should get one. All right, now that we got 2 full ones, let them breed real quick. And I'm sorry, my friend. And there we go. Rotten egg. Yeah, that is the start of this. And I don't know how big we want to make this. I know this is like a 5x5. So and we're going to need a little bit of dirt. I want to kind of make this fancy. All right, just like that, we have it. And I have the lights kind of set up. Really simple. We'll hook that up to some logic later. But now we're going to get to see if we have vector plates. Vector plates is going to be those things that we're going to need them just to push everything in. I think we have all the stuff that we need to make it. Because I found that over there was a slime chunk. And yeah, that came in quite handy earlier. All right. After that cleaned up, from mob grind utilities, entity spawner. Wait, we might have to take a look at that. Sorry, that was not what I was wanting to say. Or fine. It was these sharpness things, and we're gonna need a lot of these. All right, and just like that, we have everything we're gonna need for both of them. I decided to grab some beheadings just in case, because I don't know if the heads are actually used a lot, but I know you can use them in apotheosis for quanta and everything. So we got all that. Main thing we have to do is get all these vector plates down, which should not take very long. Bit of advice whenever you're doing this: if you just place them down, they're going to automatically move you. But if you hold shift, it does not do that. So we're going to kind of have them go to right here, and that's where the mob grinder will be. Now I know I have not touched on laser IO yet, and I think this is actually going to be a good time to get into laser IO because I can do signals and everything. So let's get a few things made real quick. I need a lot of these. Now we're not going to need a ton of these right now, but we will need quite a few. We do have a few in here, but I want to make the wrench first, so we're going to need it. The laser nodes are pretty simple. Make about 10 of those right now. These actually should be pretty straightforward. And we're going to get the little card holder. And the reason I want the card holder is because if I need something, I can just shift and it automatically goes in there. So like these, look at that, all cleared up. I want to get a redstone one, maybe a couple of these. Let's just work with the redstone ones for now. We'll worry about the rest later. And that should be about it, actually. Everything else should be ready. I have a mob grinding utility here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I go on the up, there should be a laser right there that'll work, and we can put right here, and this can be an input, and the top can be an output. I think that's how it works. I have a few lasers or a few things, and look at that. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. I have the lights on and everything, so we can come in here real quickly. Oh, and we're going to need a chest or something to put this in. 1 second. All right. So the absorption. Oh, no, I don't want it over here. Yeah, we're going to have to do it like right about here for right now. And the chest, we can put one right here. And basically what we're going to do is say on the north side is going to be items and the south is going to be fluid. So both should be connected and show a working area. It's actually a pretty good working area. I can adjust it if I need to, and it's hard to see while you're in this where it's moving to, but I believe that is correct. And that should be that whole front area covered. And we can move it back one more just to be on the safe side. One more. I want to make sure everything is kind of just in there and I don't have to worry about it. That's pretty much a perfect cube for that thing. And with that, I guess it's time to get the additions in here. I want to see if I can right click it over here. Should be able to just click all this stuff in, and that one's good to go. Now we're going to take our cursed earth and pray we don't die when we do this. So basically put that in there. As long as there's light, they're not going to spawn, but once we turn off the light, it's probably going to be a completely different story. Do I get this back if I break it? Nope. Well, I think I did, actually. So let's turn this on and turn the working area off on this. We should be good to go. Now see how fast this is. It's not too bad. That is a lot of mob drops already. We got hit. So I'm probably going to let this run for a little bit. And while that's running... Did that one jump on top? Oh, gosh. We are getting a lot of enderpearls. This might be a little too OP. So we're going to let this run for a few minutes. And I'm going to go take care of that enderman. That's down here, I think. Oh, there's a lot of them. I think it's time to actually make that other thing. All right. So we got the ender inhibitor and it's active, so let's see if that works any better. Okay, I don't see him anymore. I'm teleporting out. Let's go ahead and get the passive one set up. All right, everybody. Well, it didn't take me very long, but yeah, I had to shut this thing off actually. It was generating a little too much stuff. I mean, this is just from a few minutes. I can imagine this thing running almost full time. I mean, look at all those ender pearls. We did get some ability totems, and these are actually kind of cool. So what you can do with these, if you right click on them, you can add them to us. So like this, it takes 1 level. I think I have to hit. Yeah, so you have to have a certain amount of levels. There we go. And now we have a little bit faster speed, which I'm not going to mind. It's an easy way of getting it, I guess. And we're going to have to figure out something to do with those because we're getting a lot of them. Conduit power, glowing, magnetization, step assist. And you know what? Let's get the step assist. That's a little bit more expensive. Nope. Okay, so that took a little bit. And yeah. I'm wondering, actually, can I put this? I hope you retain. Yes. Now, my thing is, can you actually receive XP? Excuse me, Mr. Chicken. I appreciate your help earlier, but maybe. No, you cannot be piped into. All right. Well, that was good to know. Yeah. So let's get the passive one down. All right. Everything should be set up, and all we have to do is drop the egg in there and let everything kind of come in wherever I put that egg at. I think it's still in the system. Yep, the golden egg. And with that, we should have unlimited food too. And please do not spawn too fast. Now, I don't know if this is going to work with vector plate. It may or may not. And I have a feeling it's not going to. Yep, I was right. Now, one thing we can do, and that is put a fan in here, and I don't know how well this is going to work. Oh, you ever have those blocks that are like, okay, doggies escape. So I'm not going to fret too much about that. That kind of works. There we go. Once we get more feathers, we can actually start breaking that thing down. What we're going to need is not really the height, the width upgrade. And 2 should be enough to do it. I'm not quite for sure. I didn't think about that problem. Oh yeah, that is actually perfect. We will have to put a couple more on the side, one here and one there. So let me get a couple more fans real quick, and we should be good to go on those. All right, so everything should be going in there now. It seems a little cruel and unusual, but we are getting some more totems and everything, so that's actually not bad at all. And rabbit foot, wow. So I think we're actually doing decent. Yeah, good food. Okay, so we have all the stuff that we're going to need. It's really starting to come in on what we're going to need to put into our drawers. This one's pretty much full. I'm going to have to figure out something about these ability totems because I'm getting a lot of those too. But I think for the most part, and the funny thing is this is actually reversed. If I turn off the light, I think it stops. Yeah. So if I need to turn it off, I can. And, well, rabbit hide. So we have food. Wow, I just can't believe how much stuff we're getting in here. And we got a little friend over here. I might let this run for a little bit longer, and we're going to end up mulling the items from here down into the this area down here. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and get a couple elevators real quick, because that is one of the reasons I wanted to do all this mob farms was for elevators, because I get tired of going up and down ladders. All right, we got a few elevators, and that's going to help us get up and down. These things are amazing. Basically, all you have to do is, in our situation, we're going to have a floor, I think about like right here, and that's going to be the storage area. But what we can do, so I had some building blocks. Yeah, I'm thinking right about here. Go up and down. So much easier to get around, and I don't have to worry about things anymore. Let's actually go tame that guy real quick. Where are you, Wolfie? There we go. We have a man's best friend. But yeah, let me get some... Wow. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for this one. Now, before we get that floor in, I do have 3 speed totems. The good thing about this, I put it in there, didn't I? 3, 2, 1. All right, before we get the rest of this done up, one thing I would like to do, and I can't remember where, but it's in my inventory. I have 3 speed totems there, and right now I can't use any. I want to add 10 levels, see if I can add it in. No. Now I got speed 2. Not bad, not bad. Speed 3. Oh yeah, that's going to help me get around quite a bit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and see what speed 4 looks like. That's manageable. I do not mind that. And that was mainly off these guys right here. So I'm going to be able to run back and forth quite a bit easier. That kind of scared me a little bit. All right, let me get some storage drawers, and yeah, we're going to get everything kind of set up and routed over here. All right, everybody, not too much time later, and I got like a little tunnel. I'm just testing things. And I have both of these set up, and we already looked at this. It's actually pretty fast. We are going to do something special with these right here, the energetic wolves. I have a few ideas behind them, and I've been thinking of a power source that's not normal. I've done dynamos, I've done everything else. I'm going to do culinary this time, but that's going to come in later. And I came down here and I put these in here. And the only thing we have to do is kind of set up everything. Now, Laser IO is very powerful. It can do quite a few things. Right now, what I want to do is have everything insert in here and then kind of sort it out by mods, because we are having some things come in like, perfect timing, the energetic sheep wool and these everlasting abilities to go into different drawers. And we're also going to have to deal with the flowers, sage, and all the other weird stuff coming in. And also the apotheosis stuff. I kind of want to separate all this stuff out. Same thing with this over here. We have quite a few things coming in. Same thing. Some things I don't want to keep, like the bows and everything like that. But like the force craft spoil bags, stuff like that. Yeah, we want to kind of keep that stuff. So what I did down here, I'll show you guys real quick. I have these set up, and there's laser nodes underneath, but I also have, I believe it's under either this one or this one. I also have a trash can. So the bows and stuff like that are going to be going through there. Now, what we need from Laser IO is actually a pretty simple frog. There's a frog. Simple thing. It is the mob filter. I want to try it. So let's get a couple of these. We're going to need a decent amount of filters. There we go. Stack should last us a while. And books, we should be able to make this pretty easy. All right, just like that, we got, we're gonna need a couple of these. All right, and I don't think there's anything else I want to really set up. Let's see, what was the trash can from? I think the trash can actually has its own, like, whitelist and blacklist. So let's go look at it real quick. I haven't looked at this one yet. Yeah, there is one, but it's not very big. So what I want to do is have a insert, but we can do this with a filter. And with that, I can go up and grab the things I want to grab that I know if I can go up, I want to get rid of, like bows, leather pieces, and then, you know what, sticks. I'm not worried about sticks. All right, just like that. We have this one kind of set up. All we have to do is do this, put these in here. It's actually really simple to do. And all we have to do also over here is ignore the MBT. So it should pull it down there. Now let's go ahead and throw this stuff back in here. Let's grab the weird spoil bags that we don't want to have go in there. These, which I don't know if they have MBT data, and this, and we'll grab the apotheosis thing from over here, just in case. All right, and just like that, let me show you what we did down here. On this, it's actually really simple. Make sure you can click whatever side, but like this is the north side. If I hit the up button, it shows it. And put the mod filter in, and just basically put something of that mod in there, and it should work. Now, Time to do a quick insert. So this is south, it's going to be north, and this is going to be insert. And I believe right here is my extract. So on the up, we just want to extract. Yeah, as fast as you can. And that should start getting rid of this. Yep, there it is. So everything should go in where it needs to be. And nothing really should go into any other area without being needed to, like, there should not be an overflow. The overflow's up there. Now I did put a upgrade on there, just in case. I don't know why we're gonna need Lucky Rabbit's Foot, but hey, who knows? And yeah, this might take a minute, but it should pull everything out. And the way we're gonna speed it up is these card overclockers. I don't know actually how many I can put in there, but I'm grabbing 8 of each, just to kind of speed it up a little bit, and it will increase it quite a bit. Matter of fact, I think I can click from up here. Yes. And all I do is go in here. Right now, the highest transfer we can do is 8. Now we put 4 in. We can do a whole stack. And just like that, it's taken out. And also, we can change the amount of time, because originally it was set at 20 ticks, which is 1 second. We can actually lower it down to like that. And I don't know why that didn't go in. I was curious if that was going to happen. Oh, that's why. You know, it helps if you actually have this thing connected. That might just help a little bit. Okay, now let's try this again. You do you. There we go, much better. Okay, so anything that we don't have space for, it's just going to sit up here, which is kind of what I want for right now. That apparently didn't have a spot either, but we'll fix that later. Now, same thing with this one. We're going to increase the speed. And the only reason I want to do that is just because I don't want to sit here and wait for things. And that was fast. Oh, I think all these were already set up. Yep, they were. And all I need to do is put an insert on this, which is going to be the south side this time. And everything should be cleared out. All right, just like that is going. Now this one, on the other hand, it's going to have some issues. The main issue it's going to have is this grass. And if I break this, everything spawns a lot faster. So we're going to have to keep that in mind whenever we're redoing this. And I don't know where the emeralds are coming from. I'm not really complaining. Now, how we're going to get around breaking this thing, I actually have a few ideas. So from the pedestal mod, there is actually a breaker, right? Just like that. Let's get quite a few of these. Quite a few, I guess I mean 2. And I'm going to turn this off for a second. But I think... let me turn off the other sides too. Going back to the breaker just to see if I can get this to work. And the reason I think it's working this time is... Oops. Yeah, that actually might do it. It's slowly doing it, so it's not going to be super fast. Which I really don't need it to be super fast. I just need it to work. And that takes care of our grass problem. Now, how fast this is going to... Oh, I guess I mean... how fast this is going to fill up? I don't know quite yet. It should be interesting. But there we go. We got a sustainable mob farm. And it looks like everything is coming in here. I got another haste. I've been collecting these haste for a minute now. I'm kind of curious on how fast I can make myself. All right, let's get... These are some of the ones I've collected. There's 7 of them now. So I want to see how fast I can make myself. Oh, that is it. Haste 4. I think that's what it is. And if you notice, my POV is a little bit better. I did fix that. Magnetize. I don't mind that. Night vision. There are just so many things in here. I don't know if you can have more than this. Oh, apparently you can. All right. And also, the Wandering Trader did come by. I don't know where he went. I think he was on this level somewhere. Maybe one of these levels. Nope, not that one. But yeah, you stopped by and I got a Void of Totem, Pathfinder's Quill. That's just because I thought it looked cool. Some vines and some sturdy bee cages. So yeah, everything seems to be going good. And so far, nothing is backing up too bad. We do got a few of these. Ooh, jump boost. That might help. We don't know yet. All right. So mob farm's up. I did run some cables also underneath here, and it kind of just went through here. I need to figure out a better way of doing this, but they just go back here and hook in. So my ME system, or refined storage system, sorry, should have access to everything now. So if we type in intervals, look at that, we have none. Why? Did I forget to hook something up down here? Huh. From the looks of it, everything is hooked up, but nothing is showing yet. I don't understand why. Yep, not even rotten flesh, anything. I have to break and replace the cable. There we go. Much better. Inner pearls, we got plenty. And wool, we should have tons of it. Now, I don't have the other stuff access to it because I don't want to use it that way. So, that is actually a mob farm up and going. By the way, whenever I first saw this guy, he scared me because I was a little baby creeper. Oh, before we head over there, one thing I would like to get is a couple XP taps. And I'll show you guys why in a minute. But let's see how this is doing. How are we backed up over here? Not too bad. The arrows we're going to have to deal with. And all this gold stuff. I'll deal with that in just a second. But these XP taps are kind of cool. You can put them on here. All right, everybody. What I was talking about the XP taps. Well, they are quite useful. And what they can do is basically you can put them on any type of tank that has XP in it. And basically right click. We stand right next to it. You can see we can get XP that way. That is going to be quite useful, especially since these things can actually store quite a bit of XP. But, yeah, so for right now, we're actually going to store everything in there. Just so we can pull them out whenever we need them. It's going to help out whenever we actually dive deep into Apotheosis. And, yeah, we can get all that kind of going. My OBS kind of crashed, and so that's why we kind of jumped over here. I was going to explain what the XP taps are real quick. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up today. We got quite a bit done, and how are you fighting this, my friend? That's what I thought. That guy was strong. But anyways, yeah. So I might do a little bit of things here and there throughout the base, but I think this is going to be a good wrapping up point. We got quite a bit done. We got the mob farms up and going. We got everything kind of situated, especially when it comes to mob drops and everything. I think in the next episode, we were going to probably dive a little bit more into Botania and some more of the magic mods. Because if we look in the quest book, I was actually just kind of glancing over things. There's going to be a lot of things when it comes to the overpowered section, which we really need to get into. Maybe we'll start that next episode. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out at that time. But yeah, we're going to have to start getting into it. I like the fact that this does not have singularities. It just has a lot of kind of weird crafts to make. Stuffed hoglins. That's going to be fun. And yeah. And hopefully we can get to it and get everything kind of going. I kind of like this design where this is coming across. I might do that to the other sides. And yeah, try and get everything. Ow, that was hot. There's so many squids. And get everything else cleaned up. But until then, I'm sorry, my friend. I forgot I give the withering. I have so many abilities. But until then, you all have a good rest of the day. And until next time, this is Democratic saying, if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, especially if you made it this far into the video. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I know I've been a little sporadic. Hopefully I can get my act together sometime today or this year. But until then, take it easy, everybody. Later.